By the end of this video, you will know exactly what that means for all immigrants in the UK. There has been a lot of talk recently about a huge change to British citizenship rules coming in 2025, and people are scared, and I was scared as well, because does that mean that my son won't be able to get a British passport? And some people say that the UK government is blocking all immigrants from applying for a citizenship. But what's actually happening? How these new rules will affect our kids and our future? I've been very worried about that, so I've done my own research, and hopefully by the end of this video you will know exactly what that means for all immigrants in the UK. Let me break it all down for you. UK government has introduced a new rule that will change the way people can apply for a British citizenship. Starting from February 2025, certain group of people will no longer be able to become a British citizen, and no matter how long they have stayed in the country. I believe this is the biggest political move regarding the immigration policy, and it's already causing a lot of fear, confusion and misinformation. The government says that this change is necessary to protect the integrity of the immigration system, but we can argue that can leave a lot of people uncertain about their future. So at first glance, it sounds like everyone who hasn't yet applied for British citizenship could be affected, if that's really the case. Right now, thousands of immigrants are living in the UK. Some have been here for years, while others arrived just more recently. And many of us haven't yet applied for British citizenship, either because we weren't eligible before or because we simply never get our head around it. So until now, if you met a legal requirement, you could apply for British citizenship after living in the UK for a certain amount of years. But with these new rules, that is no longer guaranteed. And without question, that left people really uncertain about their future in this country. People are already asking questions: will my application will be automatically rejected? And what happens if I have been living in the UK for years, but I just never had a chance to apply yet? And these are all valid concerns. And the truth is, the rules are changing in ways that could drastically impact certain group of the people. And this is where the confusion comes in. Because on paper, the government says this change is about tightening immigration rules and making sure that system is fair. But in reality, the rule doesn't affect all immigrants in the same way, because some immigrants, some people living in the UK right now have nothing to worry about, when others could be seriously affected with these new rules. And the key detail is who is this rule actually applies to. Because it's not about stopping all migrants from becoming a British citizen. It's about stopping the specific group of people. And the government isn't making this kind of a rule very obvious. When you read all the media, you are not sure what's actually happening. The way this rule has been introduced in the media and social media make it sound like a blanket ban on citizenship for all migrants, which, as you can imagine, has caused a lot of fear. And some people believe that if they haven't applied yet for a British citizenship, they might have missed their chance forever. But the truth is, this rule isn't targeting everyone. The government is being very specific about who they are blocking from even applying for British citizen. And now is the time to finally answer the question: who is actually affected by the new rules? This rule is specifically aimed at the people who enter the UK illegally. The government has officially stated that from February 10, 2025, anyone who entered the UK illegally will normally be refused a British citizenship, no matter how long they stayed in the country. And this includes the people who cross the channel on the small boats, hide in the vehicle to sneak into the UK, and enter UK without a specific travel documents, which is obviously as a visa or documents that you supposed to show to the migration officers, if that's how it's called. And for years, that was a massive public pressure on the government to crack down the illegal migration in the UK. And UK government claims that these new rules will really reduce the people who actually illegally coming to the UK. But is that actually the truth? Is this new rule actually will stop people from even thinking about coming to the UK? I might not specialize in the international immigration system, but this sounds like a very temporary solution from British government, and actually that won't stop anyone from coming to the UK actually. Now, for those who came to the UK through a legal routes, if you are already in the UK legally, this rule does not apply to you. And if you arrive through a EU, which is a settlement scheme, EUSS, a work visa, a student visa, or a family visa, you can still apply for a British citizenship just as before. Nothing has changed for this group of people. But of course, to apply for a British citizenship and British passport, you will still have to meet a certain requirement, which means like you have to live in the UK for at least 5 years, pass the life in the UK test, prove your English proficiency, show that you have a clean criminal record, and demonstrate that you intend to continue living in the UK. And there has been a lot of confusion about whether legal migrants who will also live in the UK will be blocked from becoming a British citizen. But the answer is clear. If you came to the UK legally, you can still apply for a British citizenship, and the government is not shutting down citizenship application for illegal migrants. So if that's the case, then why is the rule being introduced at all? What is the UK government trying to achieve in here? And I believe that the main reason behind this rule is simple. Illegal immigration is a huge political issue in the UK right now. Every year, thousands of people crossing the English Channel on the boats, or either they hiding in the vehicle only to enter the UK. And the UK government really struggle with the whole specifically illegal immigration, and they really struggle to stop it. And they think by blocking illegal migrants to applying for the British citizenship in the rest of their life, they think they're gonna send a clear message that even if you come to the UK illegal, if you enter the UK, you will never become a British citizen. But is that actually gonna affect the way that the British government think? Because in my opinion, and I'm not an expert, I think that people will still coming to the UK. They will still enter to the UK illegally. And they just be worried about the British citizenship later. Because even in the rule, they said people would normally be refused a British citizenship. So how does this rule actually gonna affect life of the legal migrants, illegal migrants? I think we're gonna find out in the future. Now, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave the like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next video which gonna be uploaded very soon. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Stay safe.